Good afternoon everyone. Thanks very much Stephen and Chris for inviting me to do a short demo on making the most of your mobile broadband. So basically I just want to address the question, what can you do with one of these dongles apart from stick it in your laptop? Just a little bit about myself. My name is Gerry Mulvenna. 20 years ago I graduated from the University of Edinburgh with a computer science and electronics degree, and I've been working in IT ever since. Various roles both in Ireland and here in Edinburgh. I've moved back to Edinburgh in the summer, and so I founded the business movingwifi.com because I accidentally came across this product, a mobile broadband router that was in great demand in Ireland, but nobody could really buy it. So it was just one of those things. I'm an accidental entrepreneur, having been a software programmer for 2 decades. So that's a little bit about myself. So basically, to get the most out of your dongle, you want to stick it into a 3G router. This is a normal wireless router, apart from the fact that it actually sports 2 USB sockets. So you just stick your dongle in there, and it gives you a number of benefits. Anyone who's got a dongle will hopefully admit that the software that comes with them is a bit, it sort of takes over your laptop, and it also cannot comply very well with some network security software you might have running as well. So putting your dongle in here and then just using standard wireless network protocols or Ethernet protocols makes for much more convenient computing. The other benefits are you can place your dongle and your router wherever you're getting the best mobile broadband signal. That's generally sort of high up near a window facing the operator's mast. And then the final main benefit is that you can then use your internet connection with a number of devices, more than one laptop, iPods, iPhones. So if anyone's got a mobile phone that does Wi-Fi, feel free to seek out the hotspot we've set up here, which is called Moving Wi-Fi 3GN. And so as I say, it's a short demo, so there's not a lot more to say. I'm interested to take questions. I can speak a bit about the sort of applications some businesses are using, but if anyone's got any questions now, it'd be nice to open up a bit of a discussion.
What are the, I suppose, normal sort of performance boosts that you see when you use it?
Well, you get the main performance boost because you can put it wherever it's got the best signal, but you're not actually going to, the router isn't going to improve your 3G.
Does it amplify the signal as itself, or is it just the fact that you can position it?
It's just that you can position it. I am trying out 3G antennas at the minute to see what's best. So I would say if you're shopping around for a dongle, I would try and get a dongle that has an external antenna connection, because if you don't, there is a product called a coupler available, and you just wrap this thing around your dongle if there's no external connector, but it doesn't really give you much of a boost in your signal. Whereas the directional, if you can see this, Stephen, I've got a directional antenna here plugged into the O2 dongle. That particular dongle has an external adapter port for an antenna, and if you really want to max your signal, you get a dongle with an external connector and a directional adapter, and point it where you think the mast is. O2 have a couple of masts down that road. Any other questions?
That's probably a silly question, but what's a dongle?
A dongle is just one of these things here, if you want to have a look at it. It gives you mobile broadband.
Right. Okay.
So normally people would, if they're on the train.
Right, I understand that.
Okay.
Okay, well that's useful to know. Yeah.
Sorry for the terminology. I mean, the correct name is a USB modem.
Right.
Some operators call it a USB stick or a modem stick. There's all sorts of terms that get bandied about.
I've got a USB stick I stick in when I want to transfer bits of information from one
site
to another, but that's different to that.
Yeah.
That actually connects you to a mobile broadband
network. Yeah, it's the same network that the mobile phones use.
Right.
So it's.
So can you use one of those in your laptop on the train or something like that?
Yeah. You can basically use it anywhere. However, the speed can be very limiting, depending how close you are to a mast. And also it is determined by how many other people are using the same mast. Ofcom are keeping a database actually, and when the videos goes on YouTube, I'm sure we'll get the address on the below there. I actually printed out where the masts were and found out that O2 have masts close to it. So that's a useful resource to know about when you're wanting to use your mobile broadband. For example, some of the applications people might use this for, I mean, if you're having a group meeting in a restaurant or somewhere else and you want to guarantee Wi-Fi, then if you bring this along with your dongle and you know you've got a mast close, then you guarantee your group a hotspot. Companies that have used it for CCTV applications, so they can get video sent from a remote location. Taxis are using it, so they have a hotspot in the taxi. Buses, trains are actually, I mean, there's a bus company in Ireland have bought 30 of these in preference to the more expensive Icomera box, which sort of does everything. It's really a PC and a router in one big box. And this sort of is about a tenth of the price. It doesn't have the bells and whistles, but it's given them what they want.